Hi, it's Gerry from the International Film Festival Manhattan, and I'm here with Will Fredo, and we're just gonna talk about his films and his upcoming projects and what his plans are for the next couple of years, because the festival wants to be a part of it. So, Will, briefly about Compound, you just heard about your nomination, and we just want to know what your plans are with it, and also. Um, just a little bit background of how this project started and how it has evolved from then.
Uh, Compound is actually a movie about drugs and terrorism. So when I first wrote the script, it's very personal to me because it actually have some autobiographical kind of stuff in it. So it's a very complex movie, and we really appreciate the festival for showing it here in New York. And for in terms of future plans, we're thinking of releasing it further in the Philippines and also getting into DVD and stuff like that. But we don't have immediate plans yet in terms of where it's gonna go. But we're in planning for distribution.
How was the reaction here in New York City? Uh, film goers here are they get exposed to a lot. I'm curious, how do you feel about the reaction with your screening?
Yeah, actually, it was such a delight to see people come out of the theater asking a lot of questions. It's a big movie about discussion, and actually, a lot of people ask, "Oh, what happened here? What's the ending?" and all that stuff. And it's a good movie to discuss and about social issues in the Philippines. And I think it's a good thing to have that reaction from the audience, especially here in New York. So.
That's very good. So that's pretty exciting. When do you anticipate releasing it in the Philippines for the DVD?
Most likely summertime during during March or something.
Do you have any plans to have like some presence here, even a DVD presence in the United States for some of the people who have seen it, especially at this festival?
Definitely, we're thinking going through the studios in the Philippines, and they have distribution here in the U.S. So I think it'll be accessible. You can see in Amazon or something like that.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Compound, so cool. This everybody's raving about this film. It's a little bit one of those films that people just started talking about, and that's why we rescreen it. It's actually screening today, and he's not inside. He's probably seen it 1,000 times still. And the other
I don't usually watch my movies while it's showing. I am afraid to see like the reaction and hear all the comments, so I stay away from it. So.
And the other thing that I am very, very excited, I didn't get a chance to see it. It's screened a few months ago at another film festival. Is Ganap na Babae, Garden of Eve. And since the festival is involved with social issues and causes, and I personally has a personal involvement with different causes, and I have a nonprofit that's involved in personal causes, I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit and just briefly tell our audience what the film is about in a couple of sentences.
Ganap na Babae or Garden of Eve is a movie written and directed by three women. It's produced. I executive produced it with three other people, but it's produced by Hubo Productions. It's about three women characters. One is a mother, and one is a widower, and another storyline is about two sisters. So it's all about women and their perspective in life and the struggles that they go through every day. It's a good perspective because it's taken from three women directors as well. So in terms of women directors, there's not a lot of them in the Philippines. So what our production did is actually provide that opportunity for the young and upcoming film directors to show their work. So.
So it does deal with from what I understand, it deals with the struggles that a lot of women goes through, and it can be a piece for you for women causes. I would imagine.
Definitely. Like one of the characters, for example, is a prostitute, and the stuff that they go through as women is clearly shown in the movie. There's also a perspective about ageism, like the double standard regarding women, about older man it's okay to have a younger partner, and for women it's not really that the same. So there's those all that issues that comes into play, and the struggles about these two characters. Basically, two sisters that's working hard in their farm and all this stuff, and what they go through every day. So.
I I really appreciate what Will is trying to do. He doesn't only seek to entertain, but he raises awareness into these different issues. I'm a big advocate for that. That's why I think Ganap na Babae should have been programmed here too, to be honest with you. But I'm not the programmer.
I know. I wish you guys showed it. Maybe next year or something like that. But Ganap na Babae is a special movie. I think it has social issues in it, and I think a lot of women relate to it, and it's for general consumption. So I think it'll fit your festival pretty well.
And so, well, with that said, I personally am gonna get involved with it. I just have to see it first. Like I told you, I missed it. Just kind of tell us briefly about what your plans are with that film, so we can kind of take a note of that, because we will ask that again to you when you come back, hopefully next year.
Okay. We're actually working with the studio on it. We'll probably release in the Philippines pretty soon, and then. Hopefully it'll be available for everybody to see, maybe in time before your festival. But it's gaining some ground because the actors are pretty much popular in the Philippines. Mercedes Cabral is actually one of the stars in it, and she's getting some recognition. And also Sue Prado has a regular stint on TV, and especially Miss Boots Anson Roa, one of the icons in the Philippines, actually stars in it. So. I think it's got enough clout to get into the DVDs and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the formula. Get some names there and deal with issues, and make it entertaining enough to get people's attention. Yeah, I applaud you for that. So so it's the 2011 IFFM. We are gonna ask the same questions again next year, just so you guys know. And then any current projects?
Yes. I'm actually finishing 2 films right now. It's called In Nomine Matris, in the name of the mother. It's a flamenco Filipiniana movie. It's sponsored by the embassy. Hopefully we'll be able to release it next year, 2012. And also NASL, Name, Age, Sex, Location. And it's kind of like a horror movie. So that's kind of different for me. But it's supposed to release next year as well. Both of them are in post-production. So it's been shot and all that stuff. And I'm working on something in New York City. Since I'm here, I'm taking advantage of it. So I'm doing a short film with your mother and with Luis Pedron. And actually, it's called Anino ni Sisa. It's a short film. It's something referential to Jose Rizal's character, Sisa, from Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. I just finished a short film as well called Salvacion. I shot it in the Philippines when I was there a month ago, and it's something to do with people with wandering eye or banlag. So, so it's got some social issues in it. So,
Wow. What is it about social issues? Why is it important, you think, to express this and share it? Why is it important?
well, for me, there are a lot of aspects in the Philippines. I focus mainly on Philippine storylines or Philippine settings. There's a lot of aspects in it that's not being shown publicly or not being noticed. A lot of the studios now focus on either the stars on TV and all that stuff. So the storylines are pretty limited, and the independent scene is pretty much focused on a lot of the poverties that's happening in the Philippines. So for me as a filmmaker, I want to tap on other things. Like for example, the flamenco movie. No one's really aware that there's a flamenco scene happening in the Philippines. So and there's a huge in terms of the stuff that we've done in flamenco that's not being even recognized. One of the top flamenco dancers in the Philippines is actually the top flamenco dancer in Spain and in the world. And she's actually the one who choreographed the movie and the dances there. In terms of the people with wandering eye or the banlags, I had a friend who has that problem and shared the issues to me, and I kind of had a connection with her, so I decided to let's make a movie about it. So a lot of the stuff I do is not just because I want to do it; it's because there's a lot of connections involved in terms of my personal experience with different people. So.
Yeah, it seems like you really are building an impressive body of work, and it seems like you're evolving into like a signature, like you know, you're merging entertainment and social issues. So that's pretty amazing. I really applaud you for that. I guess I just wanted to talk like a more of a. You seem like you're a visionary. You know, you're getting all of these things together. How do you want people to remember you as a filmmaker, as an artist? You know how like you really are accumulating an impressive body of work, and you're just beginning your film career. If you know you're not even in the middle of it. So how do you want people to remember you?
As a filmmaker, that is a tough question to ask. Yeah, because I'm still learning, and I can't really see myself 5 or 10 years from now. But I'm hoping the stuff that I make is something that would people would remember and would actually every time they watch it, they come out and think about and discuss the issues. I don't. I have that feeling of I'm obligated to the audience. That when they come out of it, they don't just okay, I'm done watching it and I'm just gonna go ahead and do some other thing. I would rather them remember something about it the next day and still think about it and hopefully change their lives a bit in my own way. So.
Yeah. It seems like you're just enjoying the process, and whatever inspiration comes to you, you express it. Yeah, very good. And I really hope you continue making these films. And the festival is always going to be here. We'll be following you. We'll be keeping track of you. And yeah, I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you very much, Will. This is Gerry, International Film Festival Manhattan, 2011. And this is a journal, and we will be following Will Fredo in the next few years. Thank you.